When we talk about digital scholarship at the British Library, we talk about using new technology and using digital research tools and methods to solve problems. Those new technologies include machine learning, artificial intelligence, computer vision. All of these technologies can be turned on digital collections to help us to analyze and understand the shape of these collections better. So the Digital Scholarship Training Program is very unique, and it's made just for our staff. We hold about 50 to 60 training events a year. You don't have to come on the Digital Scholarship Training Program and end up a programmer. For us, it's about empowering staff to understand the potential of how these digital research methods and tools can help them. One of our staff, Graham Jevin, attended the training program many years ago, and one of his first courses was in cleaning up data. And from there, he was absolutely hooked, and he attended many of our different training opportunities. Fast forward to today, and Graham has won the British Library Coleridge Research Fellowship for a project that he developed using all the different things that he learned along the way on the Digital Scholarship Training Program. If you give staff members the space to explore ideas, it will result in a proper transformation over time.
Curiosity. I was super curious about what digital scholarship is, and I wanted to know what's the added value of digital scholarship to analog scholarship.
When I started working on European projects, a lot of that work was overlapping with digital scholarship. So it was a natural progression to get more interested in what digital scholarship were up to. And then I found that there were these Hack and Yak courses that were a great way of meeting other people across the library and thinking, well, what can we do with this application or that application? So that was how I got involved in it.
I remember in the very early days when I just joined the library, I just signed up to events that that are available. Without any exaggeration, I think it's my favorite activities to attend at the library.
Yes, my interest in digital humanities comes from the application that it has on a number of projects and the potential it has to open up new research questions, as well as making the collections much more searchable, open to all our users.
Well prepared, well documented, professionally implemented, and imbued with excitement. The excitement about learning together, discovering together.
The event that I tend to get involved with is the Hack and Yak. It's just a good way of looking at those applications and thinking what kind of how could you use it in a different way.
I really enjoyed the reading group as well. Like, for example, last reading group was about NFT, and it was really nice to have colleagues from working in different functions at the library who has a bit of knowledge or experience with NFT to actually think about how it is relevant to our current practices. And I find to have that space to think and reflect with the most contemporary issues and technologies very valuable.
The thing that I enjoy most about teaching OpenRefine to library staff and librarians at the British Library is seeing that moment, that aha moment, where they suddenly realise how powerful this tool can be for them and how it can take jobs that have been difficult or dull or even not possible with the tools they've been using up until now and make it possible and simple even to work with these large data sets, to improve them and to deliver the value to other members of the library staff and also the library members.
As I'm cataloguing the Moldovan collection of the BL books published in Moldova, I've noticed that there are so many monographs about tiny local communities, small villages. So it made me wonder why there are so many local histories. So to answer the question, I thought first I have to see where they are located on a map. So I used the digital mapping courses, especially now Palladio, and I'm mapping these communities which are featured in our BL Moldova collection to see how these local histories relate to the regional histories. And this is very important to understand what's going on in the region. In other words, the trajectory of the crisis in Ukraine.
One of the courses that I found particularly useful was the IIIF course. IIIF is International Image Interoperability Framework, and basically it's a sort of common set of standards of and a way of displaying a lot of images. So say a book of 500 pages, it will display all of them, and you can scroll through each one and zoom in, zoom out, add annotations. And so it was really useful to just get this understanding about how IIIF is actually put together, and what you need to look at, where you can get information about it, and how to use it and how to present it on a different platform. So that was a very useful one for my work.
So most recently, I attended a series of workshops on OCR and HTR, which is optical character recognition and handwritten text recognition, and is very relevant to my work and to the International Dunhuang project, because it would be a dream to be able to transcribe all of the manuscripts at the International Dunhuang project, because it will greatly enhance the searchability of the manuscripts. I can already try some of the open source tools and to have a taste of, what are the challenging aspects of recognizing traditional Chinese characters.
None of these projects could have been done without what I've learned from the digital scholarship team.
Absolutely, I would 100% recommend the digital training program. I learned so many things from it, so many useful skills. It's very accessible and interesting, and the communities are great. The staff are very friendly, and it's very relaxed community as well. You can ask any questions you don't understand.
I think it raises awareness, knowledge of specific skills, techniques that you use in digital humanities. And therefore, curators and other staff are really able to engage with you and with the Digital Humanities Research Department in a much better way. And it can open new possibilities on new projects. And in that respect, we can work together much better and much more efficiently, and also in a much more creative way when there is full awareness and understanding of what the techniques and the approaches imply.
I would highly recommend the digital scholarship trainings to all colleagues. Why? Because they equip us with digital literacy. Digital literacy gives us the tools to appreciate a different scale of data, analyze different scale of data, and see the patterns, emerging patterns. So we can ask new questions. We can actually look into practical problems which wouldn't be never able to do it with an analog scholarship tool.
So my whole career has been about trying to learn how an ever-changing set of technology can help librarians and library staff work with the data, with the collections, and with their members. To make that happen, library staff need to continually develop their skills, because the world they're working in and the technology they're using is continually developing. So we need this investment not only over a short time, single courses that deliver new technology training, but over long periods of time. And that's why having a program that runs to continue to keep librarians' skills up to date is so important.